Hello and welcome to this video on money. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about money from an energy perspective. Okay, so here goes 3 things that you need to know about money from an energy perspective. So no, this is not a business course. This is not business advice. I cannot tell you how to make 1 million. I cannot tell you how to make a 6-figure salary and all of that. This is not about that. This is about understanding the energy of money. So let's dive right in with number 1. Everything is energy, including money. And like a lot of things, we often say, for example, a knife, it can be used for good, it can save a life, and it can be used for bad, it can end a life, or the internet, we can grow spiritually through the internet, or we can get quite sick through the internet. So there is no judgment here, there's no good and bad. Money's exactly the same. So money can be used for good, it could be used for bad. And again, is there good and bad? There's only your perception, but this is where we need to look at the energy of money. I do believe it's a very 3rd dimensional concept. I tend to find that when reading cards and doing energy readings, we use words like prosperity or abundance as opposed to actual money. And that is one point I think that's quite important for those wanting to accumulate more money, is actually realizing that sometimes it's about reducing your expenses. A lot of people actually feel better off, feel more abundant, have more disposable income because they've actually reduced their expenses as opposed to made more money. So I think that's why the words prosperity and abundance are relevant, because if you only focus on making money, then I think you're limiting yourself to all sorts of other avenues that the universe can deliver abundance, I want to say, maybe not literally delivering money to your door. And there's also lots of other ways that we give and receive. And I think one of the most important things with money is being open to the fact that it's an energy like everything else, like emotions and thoughts and everything else that we have in our energetic universe. And it comes and goes. Now, same with love. A lot of people might be looking for love and they feel like they can't find it. A lot of people are trying to make more money and they just feel like they can't. So when it comes to energy, we do have energy blocks, don't we? And one of the first energy blocks is focusing on the lack, of course. When we look at the law of attraction, if you actually focus on the fact that you don't have something, then that's what's going to come back to you. That's the energy. You're focusing on the lack of it, the lack of money, and therefore the universe will give you exactly that, because it's like attracts like. We do not attract in life what we want. We attract in life who we are. This is a really important point to remember. I mean, yes, business strategies, I'm not poo-pooing them. Law of attraction, clearly I'm not poo-pooing that. But I think what people are missing is understanding how we actually create our reality, the holographic projection that we're calling life. It is a vibrational match to us. So if you focus on not having money, or you focus on not having love in your life, or will you focus on not having whatever it is you want? Want, is a word implying that you don't have it. And it's a frequency, it's a belief, it's a thought. They're words, if you put them into words. And they carry energy, and the universe will bring you that energy. The universe will bring you the energy that you think, the energy that you believe, the words that you use. Okay, the universe will bring you that. One of the most damning words, I think, is I can't. And in the English language, I can't afford it. You know, if you affirm that you can't afford something, the universe will just keep giving you things you can't afford. It's not personal, that's physics. We need to understand that. So changing our language is really important. You might say, it's not my priority at the moment, or it's something I'm researching for later. You know, you can use other words. But words carry energy. I have another video on the power of words. I'll put it in the end screen. Because understanding how talking about your lack of money is actually creating more lack of money. The other one, of course, is fear. The universe will bring you more fear. We know with love, okay? If you've seen my other videos in the Lessons in Awakening, then you'll know that the more you focus on love for yourself and for others and for everything, for humanity, for all of creation, then the more love you find in your reality, of course, because you're filling yourself with the vibration of love. And that love, the universe will match it. You're a vibrational match. So therefore, the universe will bring you more love into your life, okay? It's the same with money. It's a case of filling yourself up with the feeling of having it, okay? And the first step for that, if you're going to sit there and say, but I don't have it, right, is gratitude for what you do have, okay? This is why gratitude is such a powerful energy, because you can write gratitude lists, you can run them through your head, you can just find gratitude for everything and anything in your life. Gratitude for the money that you do have. Gratitude for the fact that you've made it this far in life. You know, you've always had enough money to do what you've needed to do, haven't you? Okay, so gratitude. And the other one is just feeling abundant, realizing you could go out into nature, it doesn't cost anything, and you can fill yourself up with gratitude and abundance. And one of my favorite quotes was from Sarah Landon and the Council, galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. Okay, galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. I'm going to say that one more time because I love it so much. Galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. Okay, when you can't possibly say that, put a little bit of meaning behind it, and you can feel yourself expanding into abundance. Okay, now another thing blocking us, of course, is these false beliefs that we need to keep up with the Joneses, false beliefs that we need a type of car, a type of house, type of clothes, type of, you know, devices or what have you. You know, the consumerism has just got completely out of hand, I think. And that's where a lot of people start focusing on what they don't have or what they want, keep striving. You know, we've kind of been brainwashed into believing and thinking that we need so many things that we don't need. So also, I think there is a mind shift going on, you know, to the mindset needed when it comes to understanding money as an energy. So like attracts like, we know that. So therefore, we need to feel abundant. We need to feel secure. We need to feel free. And that frequency is what's going to bring the feeling of abundance, okay? The feeling of security, the feeling of freedom to us. So it might be that you don't need as much money to be happy. It might mean that you're better off in some ways, even though lump sums of money, literal physical money, may not have come to you. But for some, but maybe there's just this inner happiness. Maybe because you're not striving to keep up with the Joneses anymore. You're finding happiness in other things. The things, you know, the best things in life are free. Now, I'm not saying don't strive to make money. I'm not saying don't, you know, you know, it's all good stuff, you know, and obviously when you have a good heart, you know, we can use money for such positive intentions and purposes. So don't misunderstand this. But I'm just trying to explain why some people keep money away. What you resist persists. Okay, so if you keep thinking that you need something that you don't have, this is my point, from an energy perspective. If you keep thinking you need something that you don't have, you're going to keep needing or keep thinking that you need something that you don't have. Okay, because that's how energy works. So focusing on the lack, of course, is not going to help you. You need to focus on the abundance that you already have. And other energy blocks that are possible, I mean, obviously not for everybody. We've got past life karma coming up. So there could be past lives. We are everything. We have been everything. We are going to be everything. We are everything in the now, right? So yes, it's difficult to get your head around that sometimes when you're living this, you're focusing on this one life experience that you're having. But we have been, you know, masculine and feminine. We've been rich and poor. We've been all nationalities, all colors, all, you know, everything. So we would have been rich and poor. So there might be karma. You know, you might have had an experience with somebody wealthy and it caused a block, or you might have been somebody very wealthy that didn't treat other people very well. You know, all sorts of things like that. In the past life readings that I do, all sorts of things come up. And often we carry that energy with us into this lifetime. And also we have soul contracts. You know, there are soul contracts. There are vows of scarcity, vows of poverty. Which can be released, of course. Past life healing is powerful. You know, understanding your past lives and any emotion, any energy blocks really help. And you can, you know, obviously choose to release karma. So things like that. And also there are soul contracts where some people may have chosen to experience poverty this lifetime. You know, it might be a soul choice because, you know, you're coming in to incarnation. What do you want to experience this lifetime? Oh, well, I've been rich a few times, or I've been this a few times. Let's try being poor, you know, and let's see if I can find happiness there. I think there's a lot of people that are experiencing that. Let's see if I can find happiness in poverty. And if you look around the world, you will see a lot of happy, financially poor, I'm putting it in inverted commas, of course, it's all a perception, right? You will know that money and happiness are not intertwined. Yes, you can be rich and happy, you can be poor and unhappy, but you can equally be rich and unhappy and poor and very happy. We know it's not connected. It brings it back to the second point. It brings me on to the second point. The second point you need to know about money is, and we have already touched on it, it's not money that you think you need. It's not money that you think you need. We touched on it. It's the feeling of security and the feeling of freedom. That's really what most people want. Some people might, you know, want to accumulate materialistic wealth. Fine, okay, no judgment. But most people are striving to make money because they want to feel secure. They want to feel safe. And they want to feel free. Free to do what they want, where they want, with who they want, and how they want. And they see money as being the catalyst for that. You know, what's going to give you that feeling of security. So this is where it's really important to understand that the reality that we create in our holographic projection is a reflection of us in every now moment. And there is no future and there is no past. I mean, if you want to talk about a future, the future that you're creating is the frequency that you are. That's what is creating your future. Your future lies in your frequency. It doesn't lie in your bank balance. Now, most people have been programmed to save money, save money. You've got to work hard to make a lot of money, put a little bit aside, you know, and it's all this idea about accumulating money. So, you know, a nest egg, something to fall back on for a rainy day. And I'm not dissing all of that, obviously, but my point is, it's that energy of striving and that energy of not spending your savings. This is something that's come up with me in my own life. On a couple of occasions, I've actually spent all the money that I've got on things that other people around me couldn't understand, that I was spending all of the money that I had on certain things. And the things I was spending it on were things that I knew were going to raise my frequency. I had an inner knowing. There was two things in particular. I had an inner knowing. One of them was my yoga teacher training, but I had an inner knowing that I needed to do. I just knew I was going to do it. It wasn't even a choice. It was a choiceless. It was choiceless. They were things that I just choicelessly knew I was going to do, and they cost money. Now, most people would save up and save up, which, I did do, obviously, because I had the money there. But then something happened when I had to spend it on something else, and I suddenly didn't have the money there. And I could have gone into panic and lack and, oh my goodness, I can't do what I want to do. But I didn't. I just trusted in the universe, because I knew that I was meant to be doing that course. I knew it. And literally, it was like 2 weeks before I had to pay for it, that at the time we were running retreats, and we just got 3 guests just appeared and wanted a retreat, which we ran, and then of course the money came in literally 2 weeks before I needed it. So actually I think it was the week before that I needed it, and I just completely trusted. And then again the money all went out again, so I was still left with nothing. But I was doing the course that I knew I was meant to be doing, which did raise my vibration very much so, and changed the course of my life in many, many ways. So it was obviously meant to be, because any investment that you make, any financial investment that you make on raising your frequency is the best investment that you can make, because your future lies in your frequency. Your level of consciousness is your new currency. Seriously, your level of consciousness is your new currency. When you understand how you create, and you love yourself, you love all of humanity, you love all of creation, and you just love the way the universe works, the universe just brings you exactly what you need when you need it. Therefore you trust. Therefore you trust. Therefore you can let your bank account go down to 0, and you don't worry. And it was funny, because when I did my Psych K training, one of the beliefs that was on the list was something like, I am just as happy with 0 in my bank account as I am with money in my bank account. And when I read that, I thought, what a strange thing, to be so happy with 0 in your bank account. But now I understand why that is such an important and powerful belief to install into your energy field. Because if you can find happiness with nothing, okay, then you have released the resistance. What you resist persists. You've released the resistance. It's this non-attachment. Non-attachment is one of the spiritual lessons, of course. So detaching from thinking that you need money, detaching from wanting money, detaching from money. Just believe that what you need will come, because it's not really the money that you want. It's the security and the freedom and the feeling of abundance. And if you can create that within you, freedom comes from within, abundance comes from within, it all comes from within, happiness comes from within, remember? If you can create all of that within you, it's physics, it will be created outside of you. Now, how that is created isn't up to you to think about or to worry. We don't need to worry our little human minds about that. The universe will deliver it. Whether it delivers it through physical money or other forms of prosperity or other energy exchanges, doesn't matter. But you've got to be open to it. You've got to be open to it, and you've got to find that security and that happiness and that joy and that freedom with nothing. Okay, that is, so those people that have chosen on a soul level to experience poverty, once you can create that level of joy and peace and harmony and love, then you've released all resistance. Then it's like the third step of the law of attraction. Set your intention, take the baby steps, and then detach from the outcome. Pretend you don't want it. That's what I want to say. Pretend you don't want money. Pretend you've already got it. And while on the subject of that, one thing I also want to say is, I think this is a really powerful question. I ask it a lot to my clients and in my videos. If you had 17 million, whatever currency you want, in the bank, If you had millions and millions in the bank, in other words, if you did not need to make money, how would you spend your time? What would you do? What would you do with your time? How would you spend your days if you didn't need money? Now, a lot of you that are working really hard and striving to make money might say, oh, I'll sit on the beach and do nothing. And yes, I'm sure you will sit on a beach and do nothing for a couple of weeks. I'm talking after that, once you've recuperated, once you're feeling, you get, you know, you've recharged your batteries. How would you spend your time? What would you do? How would you spend your time? Because whatever you would do to raise your frequency, to make yourself feel good, is what you need to be doing now. And whatever you're gifted at, right, whether it be art or whatever, you know, whatever your gift is, music, whatever your gift is that you like doing, that is your key. That's your path to abundance. Not slogging your guts out over a job you don't like, not doing 2 jobs to try and make ends meet and all of that. That's all 3D energy. That's all dense energy. But whatever you do for fun, whatever you do that raises your frequency, whatever makes you feel good, that is your path to take to create your abundance. Okay. So the third one I want to say, the third thing I want to say is to treat money like a friend. Think about energy, right? People are energy, our friends are energy. Say you've got a friend, right? And if you say to your friend, look, you're never here when I need you. You come and then you go. You only come when you need something and then you bugger off again. You know, why do you never stay? You know, and you never give me what I need. You know, if you talk to a friend like that, the friend isn't going to stay very long, are they? They're not going to enjoy your company and they're not going to want to bring more people around. If you can actually talk to money like a friend, you know, hello, welcome, bring all your friends round. And just talk to it like, you know, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you coming. You always come at just the right moment. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm really excited to see you. Yeah, that's really good that you know, what a coincidence that you've turned up, because I have, you know, I really need something now from you. You know, you can really show gratitude and love and appreciation and talk to your money like a good friend and welcome it into your house, welcome it into your life, and talk to it like, you know, you want it to stay, you know, because that way you're releasing the lack, the resistance, and all the things that we've talked about before. It is really an energy. So how you talk to it and about it, how you talk about it and how you talk to it is, of course, it's important. It's like your body is an energy. How you talk to your body is really important. How you talk to your children is really important. How you talk to your plants, how you talk to your animals. It's all really important. You know, you wouldn't talk negatively to these things that you love. So talk to money like it's your favorite pet, or it's your child, or it's your best friend. Okay, let it know that it's welcome to come in. And if you do think you have a soul contract for poverty this lifetime, then find happiness in that poverty, and then you'll find that that contract will be able to be released. So I hope that helps. 3 things you need to know about money from an energy perspective. So the most important thing to take away, of course, is that your future lies in your frequency, not in your bank balance. Okay, and your level of consciousness is the new currency. All right, raising your frequency is everything. Spending money, investing time, money, energy. The more time, money, energy you invest in raising your frequency, the better. So actually spending your money, even as I did, spending all of your money on something, if you have an inner knowing, I'm not suggesting anybody waste money. I'm not suggesting that at all. I'm just saying, let's look at it as the energy that it is. Love it as the energy that it is. Okay, love it for what it does for us, how it helps us, just like you would love a friend that helped you. Okay, and just understand that your frequency is the most important thing, because it's your frequency that is creating your future. Hope it helps. See you in the next video. Bye for now.